Hello everyone, today I will be showing you how I prepare my Shirataki noodles. But first, I want to talk to you about what the ideal texture should be once you're done preparing it. After boiling the noodles, they should be firm, bouncy, and not too limp. I've had an experience before wherein the noodles ended up being too limp that I couldn't even twirl it with a fork. And so after a few trials and errors, I eventually learned the importance of pre-cooking the noodles beforehand. And that if you boil the noodles for about 2 to 3 minutes tops, it will be a more enjoyable product in the end. Secondly, let's talk about the fishy smell. I learned that if you add a bit of vinegar during the rinsing process, that it will help remove the fishy smell better, as opposed to just rinsing it with plain water. Okay, let's get started. Drain the noodles using a colander and throw away the liquid that it came with. To rinse the noodles and remove the fishy smell, add about 1 to 2 tablespoons of vinegar and just enough water to cover the noodles. Work the vinegar water solution thoroughly into the noodles, making sure you get to all the strands as you do this before throwing away the used solution. This usually takes around 30 seconds to 1 minute per rinse. Repeat this a couple of times until you no longer smell that fishy smell. To make sure, do this 2 or 3 times. Finally, rinse the noodles with fresh water, and it's ready for the next step, which is boiling the noodles. Drop the noodles into a pot of boiling water and let it boil for around 2 to 3 minutes. I suggest to set a timer on this one. Once it's done, drain the noodles into a colander and cool it down by rinsing with running water. Finally, leave to drain. If you are using these for a dry noodle recipe, make sure to drain as much liquid as you can, or set a timer to drain them for at least 30 minutes. From my experience, I usually leave it in the colander as I prepare and chop the rest of my ingredients for that particular dish. However, if you're using it for soup, there will be no need for this extra step. You can simply add the noodles into the soup in the end. Do not cook the noodles along with the soup for long hours, as it might affect the final texture. Remember, you want these noodles to be firm and bouncy. Another reminder when making the low-carb versions of these original dishes is to always omit the sugar or substitute it with any low-carb sweetener that you prefer, such as stevia, erythritol, xylitol, or monk fruit, so these dishes remain low carb. With that said, here are some delicious low carb dishes that I've made so far using different brands with different shapes, sizes, and colors. Enjoy! Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more low-carb and keto-friendly recipes.